Hey there, I'm Harper, a 28-year-old marketing executive. So picture this, life's perfect. I got a great job, amazing friends, and I'm engaged to Mark Davis, this super charming lawyer I've been with for 3 years. Pretty sweet, right? Well, hold that thought. The crown jewel of my life? This stunning antique diamond ring from my late grandmother. It's been in my family forever, and Mark proposed with it. Talk about romantic. That ring is absolutely breathtaking. My best friend Lisa gushed one day over coffee. You're so lucky Mark used it for the proposal. I couldn't help but beam. I know, right? It means the world to me. At work, my coworker Jack always seemed to hover nearby. Hey, Harper, need help with that project? He'd ask, flashing a friendly smile. Thanks, Jack, but I've got it covered. I'd reply, completely unaware of his crush. Then there was Vanessa, Mark's ex. She'd pop up now and then, stirring the pot. Oh, Mark mentioned grabbing lunch to catch up, she'd say casually when we bumped into each other at a local cafe. I'd force a smile. That's nice. I'm sure you two have a lot to talk about. Later, I prettied up with Mark. Babe, I ran into Vanessa today. She mentioned you guys had lunch. Oh yeah, just a quick bite. No big deal, he shrugged. I tried to brush it off, but a knot would form in my stomach. You could have mentioned it, I'd say. Didn't think it was worth bringing up, he'd reply. You know you're the only one for me. And like an idiot, I believed him. We were planning our wedding after all. You're overthinking it, Lisa would assure me on our wine nights. Mark's crazy about you, so I pushed my doubts aside. I had the perfect job, the perfect fiancé, the perfect life. Or so I thought. But little did I know, my world was about to unravel. As Mark and I dove into wedding planning, something felt off. He started acting strange, always glued to his phone and working late. That nagging feeling wouldn't go away. One night, I finally confronted him. What's with all the late nights? Big case, babe, you know how it is, he replied, not even looking up from his phone. I tried to sneak a peek at his screen. Who were you texting? He quickly snatched the phone away. Just work stuff. Don't be so nosy. That stung. The next day at work, I couldn't focus. You okay, Harper? You seem distracted, Jack asked, concern in his eyes. I forced a smile. Yeah, just wedding stress, you know. He nodded sympathetically. If you need anything, I'm here. Later, I met Lisa for lunch and spilled everything. Girl, you're just stressed about the wedding, she reassured me. Mark's crazy about you. I wanted to believe her, but doubt was creeping in. Maybe you're right, I'm probably overreacting. But then it happened. I was tidying up the apartment when I found it, a receipt for an insanely expensive necklace. My heart raced. Our anniversary was months away, and my birthday had just passed. When Mark got home, I couldn't hold back. What's this? I thrust the receipt at him. He paled. Where did you find that? Does it matter? Who's it for, Mark? It's for my mom's birthday, he stammered. I scoffed. Your mom's birthday was 2 months ago. Try again. Jesus, Harper, why are you snooping through my stuff? Snooping? It was on the floor. Who's the necklace for? He stormed off, leaving me standing there, hurt and confused. After that, I started paying more attention. Mark was constantly texting someone saved as V in his phone. My mind immediately jumped to Vanessa. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. Who's V? He looked like a deer caught in headlights. What? In your phone. You're always texting V, is it Vanessa? It's a work contact, he said, way too quickly. I didn't buy it, but I was too tired to argue. That night, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, my grandmother's ring feeling heavier than ever on my finger. What was happening to us? The next day at work, Jack noticed my mood. Rough night? I nodded, fighting back tears. You could say that. He hesitated, then said, Look, I know it's not my place, but if you ever need to talk. I managed a weak smile. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. As I left the office that evening, I made a decision. I needed answers, and I was going to get them. Little did I know, the truth would be more devastating than I could have imagined. It was my grandmother's birthday, and I woke up feeling bittersweet. I reached for my jewelry box, eager to wear her ring in her memory. But when I opened it, my heart stopped. The ring was gone. Mark, wake up. I shook him frantically. What's wrong? He mumbled, still half asleep. The ring, my grandmother's ring. It's missing. He sat up, rubbing his eyes. Are you sure? Maybe you misplaced it? No, no, no. This can't be happening. Mark watched me, an odd expression on his face. Babe, calm down. We'll find it. But as the hours ticked by and we turned the apartment upside down, the ring was nowhere to be found. I collapsed onto the couch, exhausted and heartbroken. Mark, that ring meant everything to me. How could it just disappear? He sat beside me, his eyes avoiding mine. I don't know. Something in his voice made me look up. Mark, what are you telling me? He fidgeted, still not meeting my gaze. Nothing, I'm sure it'll turn up. But I knew in that moment. You took it, didn't you? What? No. Don't lie to me, I shouted, jumping to my feet. What did you do with my grandmother's ring? For hours, he denied it, accusing me of being paranoid and not trusting him. But I stood my ground, demanding the truth, until finally he broke. Okay, I sold it. The world stopped. You what? I sold it. I needed the money. I couldn't breathe. For what? What was so important that you sold my family heirloom? He hesitated, then whispered, for Vanessa's birthday gift. The room spun. Vanessa? Your ex-girlfriend, Vanessa. I'm sorry, Sarah. We've been seeing each other for a few months now. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. How could you? It just happened. I didn't mean for it to. Get out. My voice was ice cold. Sarah, please. Get out. He scrambled to his feet, grabbing his jacket. I'll get the ring back, I promise. Don't bother. Just get out of my sight. As soon as the door slammed behind him, I crumbled to the floor, sobbing. I don't know how long I sat there before I finally reached for my phone and dialed Lisa's number. Lisa, can you come over? I need you. She must have heard the desperation in my voice because she didn't ask questions. I'm on my way. While I waited for her, my phone buzzed. It was a text from Jack. Hey, you weren't at work today. Everything okay? I stared at the message, tears blurring my vision. How could I even begin to explain? When Lisa arrived, she found me still on the floor, surrounded by tissues. Oh, honey, she whispered, pulling me into a hug. What happened? Through sobs, I told her everything, the missing ring, Mark's confession, the affair with Vanessa. That bastard. Lisa hissed. I'll kill him. Despite everything, I found myself laughing weakly. Get in line. As Lisa helped me to the couch, my phone buzzed again. It was Jack. Sarah, I'm worried. Please let me know you're okay. Lisa saw the message and raised an eyebrow. You should tell him. I nodded, typing out a reply with shaky hands. Mark cheated. Sold my grandma's ring. Could use a friend. His response was immediate. I'm here if you need anything. Anything at all. As I sat there, surrounded by the wreckage of my perfect life, a strange calm came over me. This wasn't the end. It was the beginning of my revenge. After the shock wore off, I knew I couldn't let Mark get away with what he'd done. I called Lisa and Jack over to strategize. We need to make him pay, Lisa said, pacing my living room. Jack nodded. I've got a buddy who's a private investigator. He could dig up some dirt on Mark. I smiled for the first time in days. Let's do it. We hired the PI, and boy did he deliver. Turned out, Mark wasn't just a cheater. He was a thief too. He'd been embezzling money from his law firm to fund his lavish lifestyle with Vanessa. Holy, I muttered, looking at the evidence. He's been stealing for months. Lisa's eyes gleamed. This is perfect. We can take him down. We crafted our plan carefully. First, I anonymously tipped off Mark's firm about his embezzlement. Then, I exposed his cheating to our entire social circle and his family. The fallout was spectacular. Mark lost his job and was facing potential jail time. His reputation was in tatters, and I watched from afar as his perfect life crumbled around him. One day, I ran into Vanessa at the grocery store. She looked terrible. Sarah, she said, approaching cautiously. I'm sorry. I raised an eyebrow. For what? Sleeping with my fiancé or spending my grandmother's ring? She flinched. Both. I didn't know about the ring, I swear. And Mark, he's not who I thought he was. Karma's a asterisk, isn't it? I said, walking away. Meanwhile, I threw myself into work. My boss noticed my renewed focus. Sarah, I'm impressed. How would you feel about a promotion? I grinned. I feel pretty damn good about it. As for Jack, he finally worked up the courage to ask me out. Look, Sarah, I know you've been through a lot, but I was wondering if maybe you'd like to grab dinner sometime. I hesitated, then smiled. You know what? I'd like that. Months passed. I was killing it at work, enjoying my new relationship with Jack, and finally feeling like myself again. Then came the night of the charity gala. I walked in wearing a stunning new dress and the ring I'd bought myself, a symbol of my independence. And there, working as a valet, was Mark. Our eyes met. He looked terrible, disheveled, tired, broken. For a moment, I felt a twinge of something, pity, maybe, regret. But then I remembered my grandmother's ring, the lies, the betrayal. I walked past him, head held high, without a second glance. Inside, Jack was waiting for me. You okay? He asked, noticing my expression. I took a deep breath and smiled. Never better. As we mingled with the crowd, I caught snippets of gossip about Mark's downfall. But I didn't care anymore. I was done living in the past. Ready to dance? Jack asked, offering his hand. I took it, feeling truly happy for the first time in ages. Absolutely. As we swayed to the music, I realized something. This wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclaiming my life, my power, my happiness. And I'd done it. I'd won. The story's over, but I've got a question for you. If you were in my shoes, would you have exposed Mark's embezzlement or kept that information as leverage? What would you have done differently for revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments.